Welcome everybody to our reaction video of the Washington DC Nintendo Switch event. We are like fresh back from it.
Yeah.
We were one of the first people to get in.
Because we were up at the crack ass of dawn.
Yes, we were. So we got up. We headed over to the event location at what we got there at like 6:45. Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And we got wristbands for the first session, and we got in at 10.
Yeah. Do you want to put a picture of the wristbands right in the middle of us?
I'm gonna do some clever editing,
Ooh.
so you'll have to see
I'll
when
have to see because I won't be here.
Exactly. I'm gonna edit this after you leave, which is in like 30 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get right on into it. So the event started at 10. They let us right in, and that was awesome.
It was.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, we started with 1-2 switch, which I honestly thought was gonna kind of be kind of boring. It ended up being a lot of fun.
I thought so. Yeah.
The two we tried, which is one with a sword, and I had to chop at your head.
So if you guys don't know what 1-2 switch is, so this game is played with just the Joy-Con controllers.
Yes.
Because the Joy-Cons are the little, they're the little controllers.
They're not even that big.
They're like that big, you know.
Yeah, they're literally that big.
Yeah.
And I think about like that big across.
And they slide into the side of the Switch tablet thing. And then so the way that you play 1-2 switch is you just play with just the Joy-Con in your hand. And so they have things like...
what's funny is that you actually have to look at your partner.
Yeah. You have to look at your partner, not at the screen of the TV. Because it's all about the interaction with you and the person that you're playing it with.
Yeah.
So like that, I think is actually pretty cool.
It was really neat. We're probably not giving it enough justice.
So the first game that we played, I've seen a shooting one where
shootouts.
Guys will sit there, with their hands at their side, and then when it says like go, you have to draw. Yeah. And
I think it actually says draw.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
Draw or something like that. And so they had the 1-2 switch booths were right inside the door, right? Yeah. And so we walked in there, and the first mini game that we played. What did they say? Did they give us a number on how many games were on there?
Like 40 something.
He said something. I thought he said something outlandish, like 30.
Yeah, I heard 30 or 40.
And I was like, really? I'm not entirely sure.
I was like, I want proof on this.
Yeah.
I want to see all 30 games or all 40 games.
Yeah, I'm sitting there going,
that's
really?
a lot.
That's a lot.
But it might be because they weren't that difficult.
Yeah, I'm not putting it past them.
Oh no. But it was the one we did was really cute. We did the samurais.
Yeah, so there was one that said to hold, one person holds the Joy-Con above their head, and the other holds their hands out like in a clapping. Yeah. And so one has to, slice, and the other one has to clap. And
catch,
and you actually have to,
you physically have to
physically clap, or otherwise it won't catch.
Yeah, and you'll die.
So, yeah. So the way that 1-2 switch did it is it started off with, it gave one person the sword and one person the hand.
You have to clap.
And then it switches off. It
switches back and forth until one of you gets hit.
Yeah. And then whoever gets hit, of course, is the loser of that round. And then you can go on to a different game. So there were two other people that were just in the room with us that played it as well. Yeah. And they played, the guy lost, and then I lost, right? Yeah. Okay. Right. You got me in the shoulder or something like that. It was like I had just missed.
Yeah, you missed it by centimeters.
So we were going at it for like a while,
yeah.
I thought that we were going...
We went back and forth.
I was almost sitting there like, is this even going to...
Is this reading us?
I mean, is this reading it correctly? Because I was like, man, I was like, okay, we just might just be good at it, I guess. Yeah. And then the next game we played was...
Copy Pose.
Copy Pose. So this was one where... so one person is supposed to strike a pose, and then the other person is supposed to copy that pose.
Yes.
And then it does it at a
energy, timing, and
that's what it rates you on.
Mm-hmm.
Energy, timing, and
I can't remember the third one.
Energy, timing, and like being like corrected,
movement,
like correctiveness or something like that.
Like how well you copy.
Yeah, how well you copied it. It does it with time. It does it with.
It does it with a beat.
With a beat. So it's like da 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 pose da 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 pose.
Copy.
Copy. It'll go
pose.
Da pose da copy. It kind of like bop it.
Yeah, kind of. That's really kind of the feel you got with it.
But you could have done any pose.
Yeah.
And had to copy it or whatever. So the two people that were with us, they weren't together, right?
They were both men, baby.
No shit, Sherlock. But they didn't come together.
Yes, they did.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they were friends.
They were friends? They sure didn't act like it.
Nah.
Because they almost didn't want to play that together. It was kind of weird.
I think they thought it was like almost kind of sexual. Like that's how they were acting about it.
Nah, whatever. Anyway.
They were very awkward about it.
Sarah had me do a dab. I was like, oh God. Anyway. But the next game that we
fun.
So when we finished that, the Snipperclips
was right next door.
Yeah.
And we did that.
What's it called? Snipperclips Cut It Out Together?
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
This is a $20 game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a puzzle game.
Yeah. And I will say the funniest thing about sitting there was hearing, because we sat two to a tablet.
Yeah. The way that they set it up was we were at a table, and so they just had two Joy-Cons sitting on the table, and the Switch was in tabletop position, which is with the kickstand out.
Yes.
That's how we played Snipperclips.
And I just thought it was really funny because the couple across from us kept yelling, "Cut me! Cut me! Damn it!
Cut me!
Cut me!" And I was like, "Wow."
Yeah. So when we played,
really cute.
when we played 1-2 Switch, we played that. The Switch was in the TV dock, and then we were playing each with one Joy-Con.
Yeah.
Snipperclips was in tabletop form, each of us with a Joy-Con. The way that we had to handle those,
you turned it sideways.
Yeah, turned it sideways like you would with the old Wiimote.
Yeah.
When you turn it sideways for like an old NES game or something like that. I had the.
You were the yellow dude.
I had the right Joy-Con,
yeah,
right?
you had right, I had left.
See, what I thought is that the right Joy-Con was going to feel weird.
It doesn't at all.
No, you didn't even...
Yes, I did.
Huh? When?
During ARMS.
Right, but you didn't play Snipperclips with the right Joy-Con.
I did not.
That's what I'm saying. So when it's in that sideways thing, because the buttons are placed closer to... right? Maybe? No.
No. Are you talking about left?
What am I doing?
What are you saying?
Right, it's on the...
It's the opposite of what you're used to.
No. I'm right. Okay. So the buttons would be on the top, right?
Yeah.
Did I play with the left or the right one?
I think you played with the left, baby.
I think I played with the left one.
I played with the right.
Yes, I played with the left one.
Because yours is backwards.
The right one I felt was going to be better for that.
Really?
Yeah, because the buttons, where the joystick and the buttons are, compared to the left Joy-Con, I thought would be better laid out. But that thing is, those Joy-Cons are so fucking small that
it doesn't
really
matter.
your whole hand is just, you can reach it at any point and it makes no difference. Like none.
No.
So I was like really.
I was impressed.
Like, oh, okay.
It was fun.
The good part about that one is those handle things that you put on it.
Oh, I love those.
Those little straps.
Yes.
Those actually have bigger buttons that you can press for the SL and SR, which are these tiny little buttons inside the rail on the Joy-Con.
Yeah.
And I think that playing like that without that attachment, I think would be just utter hell.
Yeah.
But
I like Snipperclips. It was really cute. We probably played it the wrong way. There's a couple of times I was like, okay, we could have done this a bit better. I got
confused. I think that if we would have not been in that sort of environment, we might have been better at it. But I don't know. At any rate.
Where we could relax and actually think about the puzzle. And
yeah, I think so.
And then next we played Arms.
Arms. If you haven't seen Arms,
it is so cool.
This is definitely that's definitely something.
Are you gonna put the pictures that we took up?
Huh?
Yes. We also took a bunch of pictures and video of us being nerdy.
So Arms is played with 2 Joy-Cons. So you have the right Joy-Con and the left Joy-Con in each hand.
Yeah.
And all of this is motion control. So.
But it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy this game.
I want it.
It was fun to play for 10 minutes, but I'm not gonna waste my money on it.
I would get really good at it.
I liked it. In order to move left and right, you have to tilt the Joy-Cons in the direction that you're going.
Mm-hmm.
And then
you actually have to punch.
And then so you can curve a punch by you tilt your hand.
You tilt and then punch.
And you can tilt both ways, both left and right.
Which I made a mistake once because I tilted it the wrong way and I went to punch you and it went the wrong way. I was like, damn it!
If you punch with both of them at the same time, it'll actually grab your opponent and kind of like slap them down. So Sarah beat me in both rounds of...
I beat you pretty good, too.
...of Arms. Yeah.
I did. It was pretty good.
Arms was...
Arms was fun.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
I don't want to play that game because, like, I don't like motion controls as a thing. I think that they're fun to play if you're in, like, a party environment.
Oh, yeah.
But if I want to play a game, I just want to sit down, hold a controller, and play a fucking game.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to sit up and stand and, throw punches and stuff.
I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. It's definitely something cool. Like,
it's really cute. It's a lot of fun.
If your friend has a Switch and you're like, if your friend has a Switch and he has Arms, that's a cool little thing to be like, hey, can I try out that Arms game? Because that's pretty much all you're going to want to do. Is just like try it out for a few rounds and then you're probably going to be done with it. Because it's really not that great. It's very, very novel.
Yes.
And the gameplay is good. But I'm just sitting there like, I am not in... This is just not...
Yeah, this was not your type of game. It was more my type of game.
Not my type of game, no.
Because I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. It was super cute.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you picked a bad character.
Yes, I did. I picked this guy called the Mummy or whatever.
Mummy Master or something like that.
Mummy Master, and he was slow as fuck.
He was very slow.
But they said that he was really strong.
When he finally hit, he'd knock like a good portion of my HP out.
Okay, but the speed did not...
Yeah.
It didn't make any difference because you were hitting me like constantly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the movement of his arm was so slow getting to you. Mm-hmm. It's like, I'm never going to hit this bitch.
I could move out of the way and...
Yeah. It was...
Land a good punch.
Yeah. And I could not move out of the way of your punches at all. Like, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, because my character was fast.
Yeah.
And I ended up choosing... so you can choose different arms.
Mm-hmm. There's 3 different arms that you can choose.
For each character.
Yeah.
The character that I chose, one was
And you
called,
can mix and match, too.
Yes. I had the, classic fist. Mm-hmm. And then I also had I call it the bitch slap. But it was the schlap.
Yeah.
And so I chose that one as my other hand. So it was great because when I did by accidentally throw the punch the wrong way, the curved punch the wrong way, I ended up slapping you.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that worked.
That worked out. So, okay, so we played it. We played 1-2 switch, Snipperclips. So 1-2 switch was in the dock. Snipperclips was tabletop. We played Arms, which was in the dock with 2 Joy-Cons. Mm-hmm. And then I told Sarah, I was like, you know what I want to do? I want to play it where it's in the handheld mode.
Yeah.
And so we went over to play Mariokart 8, a game that you guys know we love.
Yeah.
We have it for the Wii U, but they have it now as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which includes all the DLC and also includes a few
new
changes.
Characters, new maps, new cars.
And it also gives you the ability to get 2 power-ups.
Yes.
So kind of like it was in Mario Kart Double Dash.
Yeah, I never got that.
Yeah, I never got 2 power-ups either. I think no.
I didn't even get to run into those because every time I did.
I had one.
You did?
One where I got the 2 power-ups.
Okay, so then one of us can say something about that.
When you're holding that Switch, it's got some heft to it, but I don't think that it's heavy.
No, it's not heavy, but it has a good, nice
It has a nice weight to it. It feels like a solid system.
Yeah, and I even said that to the guy. I was like, this feels good.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, it's a little bit heavier right now because of the anti-theft stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that I was thinking about it in my head. I was like, that wouldn't feel bad.
Yeah, it had like pieces of metal that were holding onto it so people wouldn't snag them. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was
so it'd probably be even lighter, but it's still.
But it's not a bad feel. It feels good.
My only concern was the way that it felt in my hand.
Really?
So because my hands are.
You have giant man hands.
No, I don't really have giant hands. I'm not going to be Donald Trump,
No, but you have man
giant hands. I don't have like big hands, but the way that I have big fat fucking hands and the way that my fingers go, like I think that if I was playing it in handheld mode for an extended period of time,
hand would start to hurt.
I think that my hands would start to cramp up. It's the same issue I have with playing Vita.
And the Wii U.
Yeah. No, the Wii U, the gamepad actually feels better.
Really? It doesn't feel as cheap though.
The gamepad feels like a cheap piece of shit.
Yeah.
And the Switch does not feel that way.
No.
However, if you're playing for a long period of time, I think that the gamepad would actually feel better in your hands over time.
Yeah.
Whereas the Switch wouldn't. And still, the Switch is heavier than the gamepad because it's a full-fledged system.
In
even with the 720p display on the actual Switch tablet thing, it looked really good.
It did.
Mario Kart 8 looked great.
Yeah.
Really good.
I will say with that, because we played against 2 other people, who one is actually starting a YouTube channel. I think he said that his name was Robert.
Yeah.
And I didn't get his channel name. I'm sorry. I'm trying to give a shout out to him, so that
he subscribed to our channel right in line. So.
But we played against him and his friend Nathan. Both very super cool dudes, I will say.
Sorry, I kicked your fucking asses, guys.
He did. And the problem is that I played literally with my normal character. I played with my normal character, my normal vehicle, and my normal flag.
Yeah, I didn't get my normal cart. I had to play with the...
You had to play with the Zeldas like mine.
I had to play with the Hyrulean bike.
Yeah.
Which is perfectly fine. The Hyrulean bike is great.
Oh, yeah. That's the one I usually play with. I usually play with a bike. I don't think they had mine.
I normally use the rocket bike.
Yes,
but
that one.
I've changed from the rocket bike.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. I think I've used the Hyrulean bike in the past couple of times I played Mario Kart, but I haven't played it in a while.
Yeah. But yeah, we played... I ended up getting second. I was surprised.
Yeah.
I never get second. I was proud of myself. I even drifted at one point. I was like...
I think we were playing on 50cc as well, so...
Maybe. Because we really like all the CPUs were gone.
Yeah.
So it's just us 4 kind of playing against each other.
And the cool part about us 4 playing together is there are 4 different Switches.
And you couldn't screen cheat.
Right. And so it was each individual... That was the coolest part, really. That was that you were playing full-fledged Mario Kart 8, and you had a whole screen to yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have it to where somebody has, you could have 2 Switches in the house, and
and you both could play Mario Kart.
You both could play Mario Kart. Somebody could be playing it on the couch. Somebody could be playing it on the TV.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, like that is like
that was the awesome part about it. They also showed off how you could play at a diner.
Yeah,
in a car,
they had set up
in an airplane and at home.
They had set up Mario Kart 8 to be like
in 4 different environments.
Yeah, so they were like, oh well, they set up what looked like an airplane. And so they're like, oh, here, sitting in an airplane while you play Mario Kart. And then there was one there, we were sitting in a diner.
Yeah.
So that we were at a booth with a table.
We didn't take a picture of it.
And no, we were going to, and we forgot. We just got up. I was oh, this is so good. I was like,
that was so much fun.
Yeah.
I was so hyped.
The people were trying to talk to me during it, and I felt really bad.
All of us.
I felt really bad because I was like,
because he was like,
I'm like, I'm glad that you're trying to get information out of me, but I really just want to play Mario Kart.
I wanna beat everybody else.
And so during the first lap, she was like really, really talking to me, like, oh, you guys know how to play Mario Kart? Oh,
of course.
Yeah, Mario Kart's great, and we have it where you can do two things at a time. And were you able to buy your Switch? Where did you try to buy it? Where did you try to pre-order? I'm like, ooh, okay.
It felt like a survey.
I was like, yes, all right. And then I was trying to I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be,
cordial,
a good cordial person and look them in the eye while I was trying to play. And I'm like, I can't do that. I'm going to have to focus on my game and talk to you as well. So I just had to sit there and be like, fuck it. Ask your question. Yes. No. Maybe. I looked at Walmart, things like that, and
I felt really bad. The guy was really nice to me.
They were super, super nice, and that was their job. They were trying to get information out of you. But
trying to see where you had bought the Switch, where you were interested in it. And the guy next to me was hilarious, because he was looking at my screen and Robert's screen. Mm-hmm. He's like, just to tell you, the guy sitting next to you is the one who's beating everybody. Mm-hmm. He's right in front of you too. I was like, yes. And that's my fiance.
Yeah.
And I know that.
There was no lag on these things at all. None. It was perfect.
Which is, I was surprised about. I was expecting lag. I was expecting glitch. I was expecting problems galore on every game.
Polished. Really polished.
Yeah, I was expecting on every game
really,
problems.
Really impressed.
And there wasn't any.
Yeah.
And I can say when someone successfully does that, made me really happy.
Yeah.
We played 2 other games.
Yeah, so the other ones because we had about, what was it? After we played Mario Kart, we didn't have much time left.
We had
it was maybe
minutes.
10 minutes left. If
8.
that.
I think it was 8.
And so we played Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Ultra is what they called it. And it's just, vanilla Street Fighter, I think. Yeah. But they added in a few, new characters that weren't in the original Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, dark versions of...
Dark Ryu or something like that. Yeah. And that was the time that we got to play with the Pro Controllers, which felt fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, just great hand feel.
They were really good.
Great hand feel.
And then
I don't know if they're worth $70, but great hand feel.
The other one I really liked, or I went off and tried, was Digaea.
Digaea 5, yeah.
Digaea 5.
Which is a little
JRPG.
Top-down JRPG. And you got to play that with the Joy-Con grip,
yeah,
right?
That's why I was like, okay, I'm going to try this out. Because I wanted to try that Joy-Con.
Yeah. I just told you, I was like, here, just hand it to me. I just want to feel it and feel what it feels like. I did not like that.
It was too small.
I did not like the Joy-Con grip.
I didn't.
I liked it in handheld mode.
Yeah.
But I did not like it in that grip.
Yeah, because in that grip, it's way too small, I felt.
Yeah, I felt like it was, kind of compact.
Yeah. And it wasn't that it was a bad thing. It was just that wasn't my style.
Yeah. I think I'd have to do a Pro if I get it, which kills me because it's $70 for a controller.
But the other thing that I really decided with that is that I want the double neon colors.
Yeah, I know. The more and more I looked at it, the more and more I liked the neon.
I thought it was really pretty. It looked great. Mm-hmm. You knew which side was which.
Yep.
Which I can say when playing with that the Joy-Con. Mm-hmm. I looked at it because it was all black, and I was like, I don't think I'd be able to tell.
Yeah, it's.
And also, I will say, Digaea 5 isn't my type of game. It's not that it was a bad game. It just wasn't my type.
Yeah. So that's how we wrapped up the event. It was an hour and a half of playing games and whatnot. Now, granted, we had to wait in line for all that stuff too, but it was I'm really hoping that we'll be able to catch one of these. Mm-hmm. It'd be really awesome if we were able to do that.
I would, for you guys, I would do a full-on Let's Play of 1-2 Switch.
Yeah, Snipperclips.
Snipperclips.
See, 1-2 Switch I think would be a really, really cool Let's Play because we could do that one because you don't really need to see the actual
need to see
screen.
the actual screen.
So I could make the screen small and then us big.
Yeah.
That would be a really nice Let's Play.
And it'd be interesting.
So.
Especially since it's a lot on skill and less on luck.
Yeah, I think so.
So I thought it would be a lot of fun.
All right, guys. Well, that was our reaction video on the DC Nintendo Switch event.
It was so much fun, y'all. If you get a chance and one's coming close to your town, go.
There is one in Chicago. There is one in Seattle. And there's one in San Francisco. Wait a minute. Seattle? Is that right? Shit. I think Seattle's wrong. I know there's one in Chicago.
I know there's one in
That's
Chicago.
the next one. Then the following one after that one is San Francisco. I'm not sure what the last one is. I think it might be LA. I think it's LA and not Seattle.
Okay.
I think it's LA. And then
But
they're
if you
going to
get
be
a
at
chance,
PAX
go.
East. They're going to be at PAX South. So
do it. Just trust me on this. It's a lot of fun.
go ahead and try it out. If you're in that area, go ahead and try it out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you're one of our friends, see if we have it and
Once
play
we get
it with us.
We'll play.
All right, guys. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. And if you want to subscribe, you should click over here. If you want to watch the latest episode of I Love You, I Know, click right here.
If you want to see our latest video, click right here. And if you want to see our latest Let's Play, click right here.
If you're listening on MP3,